The basic location prisms you can model in Simplebim always have flat sides and bottom and top surfaces. Although in most cases this is good enough, there are situations where you need more complex geometry. Modifying prisms can also be a smart way to speed up the modeling. My name is Sakari Lehtinen. Welcome. In this tutorial you will learn how to modify the location prism geometry with the help of other prisms or even building elements. Let's start with a simple example which has a potential to speed up your modeling efforts. So, you want to cover the whole building with the locations. Let's say you have section A and B. You have already modeled the section A here. The border of the section is somewhat complex. It has many twists and turns. You could model the other section in a normal way, or you can make a simple oversized box, which I already have here, and then use the other prism to exactly match the border. Select the prism you want to modify, select Subtract from the Modify menu, follow the instructions in the status bar. As instructed, select one or more geometries to subtract from the main part. Press Enter and the operation is done. See, the border is now exactly the same, and we used far less clicks than modeling the border from the scratch. Addition to other location prisms, you can also use building element geometry as a reference in your modify operations. Let's say we have a prism which goes from bottom to the top of the model, like this one. We don't want the base slab to be part of these locations, so we want to subtract it from it. Select the prism, click on the Subtract from the Modify menu, follow the instructions and select the slab. Press Enter to finish the operation. The slab geometry has now been subtracted from the prism. The slab itself is untouched, of course. We only used its geometry as a reference for the operation. Or it could be the other way around. Maybe you want to add the slab geometry to your prism. Here I have another prism which goes from the top of the slab to the top of the model. The slab is outside the prism. We want to include it to the location, but nothing else. Select the prism, click Combine from the Modify menu, select the slab, press Enter, and the operation is done. Now the prism covers also the slab. Exactly. The third modify option is the intersection. Again, you can intersect two or more prisms, or even prisms and building element geometries. Let's go back to the first prism we used. As you can see, it covers the slab. This time, instead of subtracting it, we want to create a location of its own for the slab. So select the prism, click Intersect from the menu, select the slab, hit Enter. And now you have a prism which exactly covers the slab. Nice. Finally, as I said, you can use multiple objects to modify your main part. Let's say you have 3 prisms overlapping like this. Select your main part, click Intersect from the menu. This time, multi-select, for example, with the control click, the 2 other prisms. Not that you can hide and isolate the objects in the meanwhile, if you need to. Hit Enter, and here's the end result. The intersection of the 3 selected prisms. Perfect. In this tutorial, you learned the basics of modifying the location prisms with the help of the other prisms or building elements. Please see the other tutorials to learn more. For now, thank you for watching. See you next time.